Hi everybody, Coach Jorge here with daughter Carly Capestany. Today's video lesson has to do with how to chip and charge on a return to serve. So a chip and charge, Carly, is a tactic. Instead of hitting it with the intention of staying back, you're going to move in, do a lot more crowding of the ball, and you're going to take it early and kind of use the power, kind of borrow the power that's there. The key, I think, that people make a mistake on here is they try to wail on this shot. So a chip and charge implies underspin. You can do this in singles, but it's typically done in doubles, particularly on a weaker second serve where you can invite you to the net. So I'm going to just show you what I see as the common problem where people try it. So let me try a few. You back up. When people first try this, I think they just come in with their body, okay, and they just chop away. It's way too big of a swing, so go ahead. They come in, they got a lot of body, they chop. Now that one happened to go in, but it's too much to ask for. So what I want you to think of is softening the hands. The responsibility for power is going to be less in the hands and more with my body because I'm moving into it a lot more. So check this out. This is going to be a little bit better. I come in, oh, ace, no problem. So I creep like I should, and then I come in and I borrow that power, and on that one you can see it's a little bit more of my body and a little bit less in my hands. So how can we teach this? I've had a progression that I've been using for a couple of years that really helps people understand this. The part one of the progression is just understanding the taking the power off part. So too many people have way too tight a grip, they're way too big with their swing. So I'm going to show you what part one is. So the ball comes to me, I want to just literally bump it. I want it to stop the ball. It's basically a block stop or a catch. Okay, think like I'm catching it on the strings. I just catch it and I just drop it. Now, some people when they first try this, they think they're barely hitting it, but this is what happens. They come up and they go stop, and it's just like, whoa, way out there instead of 1 foot. So part one is the block, Carly. Part two is you're gonna let it bounce and then hit like an approach shot. It's like you're self-feeding yourself an approach shot. So here's part one. I stop it. Part two is the approach. Okay, so those two things are part two of this, all right? So let me see it one more time. Here's the stop, boom, and then there's the approach, and I go. All right, so let me see you try that. Let's go to part one and then part two together. Nice, and go forward. Yeah, you can go ahead and play it. Just block it. Okay, I'll show you what's happening. When you're blocking it, it's going up and behind you. So you got to get your racket a little more like this. Just push it. I want all the power off it. It'd be like someone just doing that to the ball. Okay, so you're still learning how to take power off. And now approach off of that. Let's put them two together. Okay, so you can see Carly's actually having a little bit of trouble. She's doing pretty good actually, but she's sending it, instead of dropping it right here, making a foot or two in front of you, it's going 4 or 5, 6 feet. All right, so go again. This is what I want. Like literally a foot in front of you. So I think loosening the grip, minimizing the swing size will help. So let's try a little softer. Think it's like it's gonna absorb your racket's a pillow. Better, and now approach, boom. Okay, let's do that one more time. We're almost done and ready to the last progression. Boom, and then go. Now, part of what we're getting at here is we want to be able to take a serve, move forward with calm hands, use the power, borrow, and go in. So now we're going to just do it as a chip, okay? But I want you to think, go. So we're not going to bump anymore. We're just going to bump it and go. And go. Nice. All right, good. Try it again. Nice. By starting this way with a little bit of the bump, it really gets better for her. One more. All right, perfect. We're getting the hang of it. That one floated a little bit. But here's the deal. You have to do this in progressions. First learn how to take power off, then do the second part where you approach, and then you put it together. And let's add the fourth and final aspect here. I want you to chip and charge, and then mom's going to feed you one additional volley. All right, so we're simulating a doubles point. Here's a weak serve. You get in on that, boom, beat him with your volley, bam, perfect. All right, so those are the steps. Good job, Car. Give me some knuckles here. Girl's a rock star. All right, so those are the steps to learn a proper chip and charge on a second serve or anytime you want to do it in singles or doubles.